senior from Dothan, Alabama, wearing number 4, Rod Milton. A junior from Port-au-Prince, Haiti, number 22, Evans Desir. A Richard Jr. from Bristol, Louisiana, number 25, DJ Jones.
It's Howard University Basketball live from the Bird, the nation's capital, right here on the beautiful campus of Howard University, where your Bison are hosting the FAMU Rattlers. Now, interesting enough, my name's Trevin A. Jones. That's not interesting enough. I was going to say something else, but let me digress for a second. Trevin A. Jones doing the play-by-play. Ryan Peterson commentating. And right now they're introducing the players. And Ryan, I was going to say, interesting enough, FAMU, they're ineligible for the conference title. I say that to say this. They're 3-3 in conference play. Lewis. He's not on. So that being said, Ryan. Excellent, perfect. And it's interesting. I like as we're about to get into the starting lineup of the Bison, what we're going to do is, you and I, we're going to go silent mode just for a second so everybody can get the experience of the Bison being introduced, because Tony is the PA announcer, and I love what he does. Check it out.
Wearing number 33,
And there you have it, the introduction of your Howard University Bison. As we are playing on a Saturday, today is Coaches Against Cancer Day, which I love that title. Anything against cancer, I'm all for it. And today's theme is going to be Coaches Against Cancer. It's a nice crowd in the Burr. And as a matter of fact, Ryan, it's like finally the students are back on campus, and this is one of the first games that we're having with them back.
Packed house. It's going to be a lot of fun. Bird Gymnasium has seen some good crowds over the past couple weeks. The Yale turnout was fantastic. It was a good game for the Bison. Big crowd tonight to watch them take on FAMU.
As the Bison are about to tip it off, as you have DJ Jones about to jump against Zion Cousins. The ball is up in the air. Cousins wins the tap, and the Bison will control the rock. As Ian Lee has the ball for the Bison on the attack. He's at the top of the key, looking for some room. That's Nate Garvey now with the rock. Nate Garvey looking for somebody to get it to. Gets it to big Zion Cousins. Cousins back to Garvey. Garvey for a three-point shot. It's off the front of the rim. Garvey with the rebound. Gets it to Lee. Lee gets it over to Wayne Bristol Jr. They're going to call Wayne Bristol Jr. for steps. Can I call him WBJ?
That's a great name. You know, Wayne Bristol Jr., we call his name a lot, very active player, good scorer. It is kind of a mouthful sometimes, so WBJ is perfect, I think.
WBJ sounds like a radio station or television station. As the Rattlers will now take over the rock as Cameron Reeves brings the ball across the half-court line. The Bison looking for their first win in conference play, as now going to the hole. That was MJ Randolph. The ball is now underneath, and that's Evan Jazier. As that ball is blocked. Back up top, that's Randolph. Randolph knocks down a three. That's MJ Randolph.
Yeah, he's their top scorer in the backcourt, 11th in the MEAC in points. He can light up the scoreboard, especially when open.
Wayne Bristol Jr. with the rock, coming to the near side of the court as the Bison are down by 3. Nate Garvey with the ball, giving it to Ian Lee. Bison looking for something to develop as they're taking their time. Lee goes to the top of the key. This is it off to Zion. Zion can't get the handle. He's on the floor to get the rock back. Ian Lee with the ball. Ian puts it up, and it gets blocked. Here come the Rattlers with the rebound, as that's MJ Randolph with the ball. Randolph coming across the half-court line. He gets it over to Reeves. Reeves looking for some room. Gets it back up top. Rod Melton Jr. loses the handle, and C.J. Williams comes up with the ball for the Bison.
Khalil Robinson not on the floor at this moment, not in the starting lineup tonight. Lee and Williams are not be big today.
3 points, C.J. Williams ties it up at 3. As it's important for the Bison to get off to a quick start, isn't it?
Huge, and I like what Coach Blakeney is doing. He's bringing Robinson off the bench. He's giving the bench a little more firepower, but still, against this FAMU team, you want to get off to a quick start.
Nice shot. Good call there. Rod Melton Jr. gets fouled. He knocks it down. He'll go to the line for a foul shot.
You know, you look at this roster for the Rattlers, you don't think they'd be a super effective outside shooting team, but they do have guys that can light it up. We've already seen Randolph knock one down. Melton hitting there. This is an effective outside shooting team, a spot where the Bison have struggled a bit this year in that 2-3.
They're 5-11 overall, 3-3 in conference play. Again, they're not eligible for the MEAC conference title, so they won't even be at the tournament. So their regular season is all they have. As the second shot is good, Rattlers up 7-3. Ian Lee bringing the ball across the half-court line. Lee will get it to C.J. Williams on the court for your Bison as the ball is back to C.J. C.J. gets it to Lee. Lee in the corner for 3. Knocks it down. Ian Lee for 3.
It's nice to see Ian Lee knock it down a triple. He doesn't get a lot of outside looks. Big that he hits that one in the corner.
As the Rattlers are now on the attack. Ball down on the near side of the court. That's back up top. That's Cameron Reeves with the ball for the Rattlers. Gets the ball over to MJ Randolph. Randolph gets it down inside. A nice shot taken and missed, as that was DJ Jones going up. CJ Williams comes back with the ball. Bison down by 1, 7-6, and they have the rock. CJ from deep misses that shot. Rebound. Zion goes up strong, and it's going to be Bison ball. Zion went up stronger. That's Cameron Reeves.
That's Zion's hustle play. He forced the ball out of bounds off Reeves. Reeves was in position for the rebound. Zion just wanted it more and at least was able to knock it off Reeves and keep possession.
As Ian Lee is going to bring the ball inbounds for the Bison. Kyle Foster with the ball. I like Foster. Foster can shoot if he gets into a rhythm. So it'll be important for him and Garvey to get into a rhythm from the outside, because they can hurt you. There's Foster, mid-range jumper, knocks it down. Kyle Foster.
That's automatic from Foster. I like that. Passed up on a difficult three-point shot, even though he's shooting great from the outside, and took kind of an old-school mid-range jumper.
Here come the Rattlers trying to break the press, which they do. And that's Jones with the ball. Gets it across the court. That's Randolph who gets it over. And missed shot. Melton Jr. up with the shot. But then Desir comes back with the rebound for the Rattlers. Makes it 9-8 is the score. 16 minutes to go in the first half.
Desir had a great game against Howard last season. 11 points and 7 rebounds. He's a nice all-around player that's tough down low.
Ian Lee gets his shot blocked as he tries to penetrate. Reeves comes up with the block and brings the ball across the half-court line. He's trying to penetrate deep as Reeves looks for someone to dish it to. He might be in a little bit of trouble. Kyle Foster comes up with the steal for the Bison. Here come the Bison on the attack. Kyle Foster going to the hole. He's going to go to the rim, puts it up. 2 points, Kyle Foster.
We talked to Coach Blakeney, and Coach says we have to get Kyle Foster more involved. He's playing with so much confidence right now, not just shooting from the outside, but getting to the rim for early points.
As here come the Rattlers back on the attack. Desir again. He misses that shot. Oh, nice block. Zion Cousins goes up high, blocks that one away, and C.J. Williams has the handle. Ian Lee. I like Ian Lee as a point guard. Sometimes he gives it away too much. He likes to share and assist. Sometimes he gives up on open shots.
Yeah, he is a humanitarian. I mean, he's a philanthropist. He likes to pass the ball first before taking it himself, but a good player. Definitely
so. Kyle Foster with the rock. It's going to be stolen. It's a weak pass as Rod Melton Jr. comes up with the ball, and he gets 2 points for the Rattlers. Scores now 11-10 in favor of FAMU.
Yeah, Melton's really just solid all-around player. Gets steals, hits outside shots, averages 12 points a game.
Almost another turnover. It still will be Bison ball, and it's timeout on the court. As the score here is 11-10, the Rattlers up by 1. 15-18 to go in the first half. Trevin A. Jones doing the play-by-play. Ryan Pierce doing the color commentating. Coaches versus Cancer Day today. Ryan, and interesting matchup. Both teams come out ready to run.
These are two squads that hustle. That's what a lot of coaches tell Coach Blakeney when the game is over and they meet at half court. Your team hustles and plays hard. So does FAMU. FAMU, a young group, guys still developing. Same with the Bison. The Bison do have some senior leadership that FAMU doesn't. Players like C.J. Williams and Nate Garvey, they're going to have to be the X factor today.
Cambria Hotel is a proud sponsor of Howard University Athletics. The hotel is the closest to the university and offers a discount lodging rate on all Howard University events. For preferred rate, please visit Howard's athletics site and click on R or the logo. Call the hotel directly at 202-299-1188. Alumni Day here in the Burr will be next weekend. Today is Coaches versus Cancer Day. The next weekend, that game's actually going to be on Flow Sports. So Morgan State will come to town, and it's Howard taking on Morgan State.
Big game. Howard just lost a close one to Morgan State. They're in a tight matchup. All the way through, they led at halftime. That could be a game if Howard can take today, possibly. They can build off this, maybe come out strong when they play Morgan State later on in the week. This is a time where Howard can make a run in the conference and get back up towards maybe the mid part of the MEAC. They have to take advantage and start with a good game today against FAMU.
Yep, they have business to take care of right now. Down by 1 point. The score is 11-10. 15-18 to go in the first half. And the Bison have the ball. On the court for your Bison, you have Foster, you have Cousins, you have Williams, you have Garvey, and you also have Khalil Robinson, who Ryan had mentioned earlier didn't get to start, but he's coming off the bench, and he could ignite the Bison from the bench. Foster gets the ball across the court to Garvey. Garvey looking for room, wants to penetrate, can't find anything there. Gets it to Foster, wide open in the corner. Foster misses the shot. Rebound, Rattlers. Here come the Rattlers on the attack. Ball way down court, going up, and it's going to be a blocking foul, as it looked like they were trying to get position, but it looked like Rod Melton Jr. was already in motion up in the air.
And CJ might have been in that half circle. Look, it was a good hustle play. Williams got back. He got down the floor quickly. He just was a little bit too deep.
As that's going to be a foul on C.J. Williams. WBJ checks in. Wayne Bristol Jr. is his name. Trying to get confirmation and okay from Ryan to call him WBJ.
I like it. I think we stick with it. Wayne Bristol Jr., WBJ, good nickname.
As the shot goes in, it's 14-10 is the score in favor of the Rattlers. As here comes Khalil Robinson with the rock, crossing the half-court line. Taking his time, looking down to see where everybody's lined up. He wants to go to the far side. Kyle Foster comes out to help him out. Gets it over to Wayne Bristol Jr. And it's going to be a foul called against the Bison. It's called on Khalil Robinson.
Foul starts with number 0, Khalil Robinson, his first, team's third.
So on the court for your Bison, you have Robinson, Foster, you have Wayne Bristol Jr., you have Zion Cousins and C.J. Williams.
I like this from Coach Blakeney. Bringing Robinson off the bench, giving the bench a little bit of spark offensively.
As the ball's underneath, and it's 2 points. Nice shot. It goes in for Bryce Moraine. As the Robinson's on the attack with the Bison. Gets the ball to Foster. Foster looking for somebody. Gets it to Wayne Bristol Jr., who puts it up, misses the shot. Rebound, Zion Cousins misses that shot. Here comes Reeves and the Rattlers. Nice pass behind the back from Reeves. Going to the hole, pulling back out, putting it up top, and now penetrating. Mid-range jumpers missed. Robinson with the rebound. That was Moraine who missed that shot. Here comes Robinson. Robinson gets it over in the corner. He's going to be fouled. Looks like Reeves will get called on that foul.
Yeah, only the first foul so far in the Rattlers. Good call, too. They're not going to call that a foul. We could be in trouble. On the other end, though, Moraine recognized that Zion Cousins was planted down low. It was going to be a tough shot. Cousins didn't even have to block the shot to make his presence known.
As Miles checks in for the Rattlers, and Jones also checks back in, DJ Jones, and then you have Brendan Miles. Bison have the ball as Robinson gets it in to Wayne Bristol Jr. Gets it to C.J. Williams. C.J. looking for some room. C.J. penetrating. C.J. puts it up, and nice shot and in. Basket's good, C.J. Williams.
Big bucket there by Williams, getting on the board, aggressive to the rim. That's when he's had his best this season.
Score is now 16-12. Rattlers up by 4. 13:55 to go in the first half. Interesting enough, the Rattlers are shooting 55% from the floor.
You know, throughout this season, sometimes you feel like the Bison are just trying to hustle to stay in games. They're sometimes outmatched talent-wise. They don't look like that today. This looks like a team that now believes they can beat other MEAC opponents. They should be beating other MEAC opponents. And they found that congruency with each other and that camaraderie.
As Robinson might get tagged for the foul there. Yes, he does. Isn't that quick, too, for Khalil?
Very quick. And he looked at Coach Blakeney right after, and Coach said, coming over, have a seat. You got 2 fouls.
Ian Lee comes back in for Robinson. On the court for the Bison, you have Foster Lee. You have Wayne Bristol Jr., Zion Cousins, C.J. Williams. As the Rattlers are on the attack. That's Nasir Kaur with the ball. Down for the shot. Shots up, 2 points. 2 points to DJ Jones. Ian Lee bringing the ball down court across the half-court line. Looking for some rooms at the top of the key. And the Rattlers kind of sag off of him from the top of the key. They know he won't shoot it from there. Kyle Foster will, though. As WBJ has the ball, gets it back to Foster. Foster for a 3 from the corner. Misses that shot. Rebound. Rattlers. Here comes Jones. DJ Jones with the rock. Gets it over to his teammate, MJ Randolph. And it's over to Bryce Moraine, who gets it in the corner. Nice shot, 3 points. Brendan Miles.
That's tough to do. Banking it in from the corner. Probably came off his hand a bit wrong, but it still worked out.
Timeout on the floor. 21-13 is the score. 12:55 live from the Birds. Coaches versus Cancer, as your Bison are hosting the Rattlers of FAMU. Bison, Ryan, are looking for their first conference win. They got only 2 wins on the season so far. First year for Coach Blakeney. Been tough.
Yeah, Bison, one thing we know about this team is they always play hard. Their 2-3 zone is solid. It's been a matter of, can they knock down shots? Can they find their way to the paint? Can they win close games? Over the past couple of weeks, they've been in every contest they've played in. They've been winning at halftime at a handful of them. It's been a matter of coming out and playing better in the second half and closing games out. That's what they're working on. That's what they're trying to learn to do.
Now, do you think that they found like you have a Coach Blakeney for the first year leading the Bison, have they found their identity? Or are they still searching? It was a tough non-conference schedule.
Yeah, tough non-conference schedule, and they played well against Yale, their final non-conference opponent on Monday. I think they realize the identity is we make and shoot a lot of outside shots. We play through C.J. Williams. We have other guys step up, and Zion Cousins has to be big in the post.
Got it. Bison with the ball, as that's C.J. Williams, as Ryan mentioned, with the ball. C.J. drives, puts it up. 2 points, C.J. Williams.
Until Zion wanted to tip that one in as it rolled around the rim. Thankfully, he stayed away from it and got the bucket for C.J.
21-15 is the score. Rattlers on top by 6. 12:28 to go in the first half. Here come the Rattlers on the attack. That's Reeves with the ball now. Reeves wants to penetrate mid-range jumper. Alley-oop. As Reeves gets it to DJ Jones, and Jones puts it through without any effort at all. Makes the score now in favor of the Rattlers, 22-15.
Jones, a lean, athletic player, scored 10 points against Howard last season. He likes this matchup. It's off to a quick start.
Kyle Foster now with the ball for the Bison. Zion Cousins now trying to penetrate. Zion gets it up top to Lee. Lee looking for the shot. Lee off the screen from Cousins. Lee puts it up, and he gets the 2 points. Ian Lee with the soft touch.
Lee off to a good start. He's got 5 points. Thought he got fouled there, too. Didn't get the call. Good move.
23-17 is now the score, as underneath, Desir gets the easy 2.
That's tough. Desir, big body, 6'9" and wide frame. Tough to stop when he gets positioning.
Here comes Ian Lee with the ball for the Bison. 25-17 is the score. 11 minutes to go in the first half. Ian Lee taking control, and the ball's going to be stolen. That's a steal, and it's going to be an easy layup. 2 points as Nasir Kaur.
Kaur is a talented senior, 17 points against NCCU. This guy can score quickly.
And they had a big win over North Carolina Central, didn't they? That's correct. Now that you mentioned that. Timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. Ryan Pierce is doing the color commentator. Trevor Nate Jones doing the play-by-play. And it's interesting because I'm thinking when you're a team that's not eligible for the postseason, can't win the regular season championship. Well, you can win the regular season championship, I think you can, but you can't go to the. No, they're not eligible for the title. That's right. So that means that every game you play is like a tournament game for you.
Sure, and I think they're more than anything trying to have fun this year, trying to build a program, have a good regular season, get more recruits, and play for the next couple of years. So these games do still matter for FAMU, of course, even though they can't play in the MEAC tournament.
Mm-hmm. Well, then that being said, and that's an interesting point. I will be able to get my words together in a second. I promise you that. What I'm looking at, though, when I look at the Bison schedule, we had talked about it a little earlier. You're going to have Coppin State away. Then you're going to have Morgan State and Coppin State at home. And then you hit the road and you take on Florida A&M again, this time in Florida. Bethune-Cookman, North Carolina A&T, North Carolina Central, and Norfolk State. All of those games are away.
That's a brutal schedule. And it comes off of, they had all those teams at home to start this season. The Bison have a very tough schedule this year. They're in, maybe you can argue, a bit of a softer spot in their schedule. They got the two Baltimore teams coming up. Those are very winnable games. And then a brutal road swing before finishing up against two teams that they can definitely and probably should win at home.
But you know what's scary? If you're on the road so much at that point of the season, the tournament is right around the corner.
Yeah.
So you're used to being away from home. So that could prove vital.
That could be helpful. You're right.
Bison have the ball there, down by 10. 27-17 is the score. Rattlers on top. Kyle Foster with the rock. Gets it to C.J. Williams. C.J. looking for someone to get it to. Ian Lee helps him out. And over in the corner, it's on a drive back up to Kyle Foster. And the Bison, Phillip Jones checked into the game for the Bison. As here comes Lee. Lee with a three-point shot. Ian Lee just off the front of the rim. And I'm quite sure he caught the Rattlers by surprise with that one. MJ Randolph with the ball, trying to penetrate, gets it back to Jones. Jones with a mid-range jumper, just knocks it down. He has a soft touch for a big man.
Yeah, Jones is a good player, good all-around player. He often will score in double figures. He's the kind of player that's given the Bison problems this year.
Kyle Foster with the ball, gets it over to, is that Jones? Yep, Jones. Here come the Bison on the attack. Ian Lee, Zion Cousins with the rock. Jones again. Jones want to penetrate. That's Phillip. Misses the shot, but he gets fouled. So he'll go to the line. Good penetration.
I think Jones got fouled twice there. First in the blocking foul. The defensive player was inside that half circle, and then he got hacked from behind. So a good take by Jones, a guy trying to get more playing time, a senior getting to the free throw line.
Bison down by 12. 29-17 is the score. 10:08 to go in the first half. Phillip Jones at the line. He knocks that one down with ease, looking very comfortable.
Jones a good free throw shooter, reliable off the bench. When he gets to the foul line, over 70%.
Andre Toure checking in for the Bison, as well as Michael Barber. Jones puts it up, knocks it down. So now the score is 29-19. Rattlers up by 10. 10:08 to go in the first half. Here come the Rattlers on the attack. Randolph with the ball. He then gets it to Miles. It's back to Randolph. Randolph looking for some room. He's going to hold on to it. Trying to get some help. Jones defending him. Now the ball's in the hands of Nasir Kaur. Kaur looking for a mid-range jumper. Goes it into the corner. That's Jones underneath. The DJ has been dangerous. Tries to get the ball off to Nasir, and it goes out of bounds.
Good help from CJ on the weak side. That's one of many things he does so well. Undersized, playing on the baseline of that 2-3. He's probably most comfortable up top, but he uses his speed, intelligence, and athleticism to make things tough.
Desir with the ball, puts it up, knocks it down. Big man has a little jumper. 31-19 is the score. 9.5 minutes to go in the first half. Here comes the Bison on the attack. That's Robinson with the rock. Gets it to Toure. Toure gets it to Jones. Jones to Barber. Barber gets it to Williams. Williams wants to penetrate. Williams gets it outside to Jones. Goes up high to get it. Brings it down. Toure gets it to Robinson. Robinson on the drive. Robinson loses the rock. Gets it to Jones in the corner for three. Misses the shot. Rebound. Long rebound. And they're going to call a foul on Phillip Jones.
Looks like they got the hustle foul on Phillip going for that loose ball.
Good hustle by Phillip.
Sure.
Long rebound. It would have been an easy rebound for the Rattlers, but Phillip stayed with the play. Rod Melton Jr. checking back in for the Rattlers. Bison down by 12. 31-19. 9:05 to go in the first half. Coaches versus Cancer Day is the theme of the day here at the Burr. The Lady Bison, they won earlier today. 72-58, I believe, was the score. So they even their record at 3-3 in the MEAC. Having a good season.
Yeah, Lady Bison come out, have a good day, pick up the win against FAMU. Get back to 500 before an important stretch in their season. Bison trying to pick up a big W before they have a couple road games coming up. And as we've talked about, that big road swing in Florida.
Right, you mentioned that both states, Florida and North Carolina, is not going to be too friendly.
So a lot of the talent is in the MEAC this season. It seems to be kind of coupled down there in North Carolina and then down in Florida as well. So it will be a tough stretch.
Definitely so. The Rattlers now on attack. That's Jones. Jones wants to go to the hole. Gets it to Desir, who loses the rock. Barber gets it and gets it out to Garvey, who gets it over to Robinson. Robinson gets it back to Garvey. Garvey almost lost it. Has control. Gets it over to Robinson. Robinson does lose it. Goes out of bounds. Nate Garvey tried to pass it over to Khalil Robinson. Goes off of Robinson's arm.
Bison a little bit sloppy in this game. Something they've done so well over the past few weeks is making every possession count. Taking smart shots, not turning it over. We've seen them be a little bit careless in this first half.
As the Rattlers are on the attack. There's the ball, Rod Melton Jr. with the ball for FAMU. Melton Jr. with the move, still Khalil Robinson comes up with the ball. Robinson now pushing it past the half-court line. Jones wanted to take a three, then penetrates, gets it underneath the Barber. Barber puts it up, 2 points, Michael Barber.
And Michael Barber has really solidified himself as that number 2 center behind Zion Cousins. He's played some big minutes over the past few weeks.
As the Rattlers are now on the attack, the score is 31-21. 10-point lead at 8 minutes in the half. Handling the ball for the Rattlers, MJ Randolph. Randolph gets it underneath to Jones. Jones puts it up. Jones has a soft touch. DJ Jones with another 2. 33-21 is the score. Rattlers on top by 12. Khalil Robinson handling the ball for the Bison. Gets it to Toure. Toure gets it to Garvey. Garvey can shoot from outside. He gets it to Barber. Michael Barber gets it back to Toure. And that's Robinson. Barber gets it into the corner. That's Garvey with the ball, looking for some room. Shot clock down to 5. As Toure was the intended receiver. The ball gets knocked out of bounds by Jones. So there's going to be time called on the floor. Score right now, the Bison down by 12, 33-21. It's Howard University Basketball brought to you live from the Burr, Coaches versus Cancer Day. And it's been an interesting day. Exciting first game. The Lady Bison pretty much led the whole way of the first game of this afternoon. So they go on to a victory, setting themselves up pretty good in MEAC conference play. You know, before they have, like Ryan said, we have, what, 3 more home games? Yeah. Well, we have an away game and then 2 more home games. And then you go away for like a 5-game stretch away from home, wrapping up the month of February before, well, they end up until the end of February, and you know the tournament's in March. I say that again because it's interesting. People don't understand, Ryan, that this part of the season is pivotal. I mean, January is a big month because you're trying to build momentum. You're getting into conference play, but you're trying to build momentum or keep the momentum you may have had from the non-conference.
Yeah, I've always felt like, I mean, people talk about when they think basketball, they think January, both from the professional level and at the college level, is kind of the doldrums of the season. That's not the case, especially for college. It may be the most important month of the season. It's when you're really building up that conference record. It can make or break where you stand in your postseason seeding. It can make or break where you're at the end of the season. This is a crucial time for Howard. They had a horrendously challenging first 4 or 5 opponents in MEAC. Now they're facing teams, at least you think, you look at the preseason rankings, FAMU, the 2 teams from Baltimore, they're comparable. They're all on the same playing level. So you think this is the time if Howard's going to pick up some W's, especially at home, you want to do it.
Definitely so, and the Burr is one of the coziest places to play in, and it has to be a comfortable atmosphere for the home team. Everybody's going for the Bison, of course. As the Bison have the ball, they are down by a score of 33-21. And it's Phillip Jones going to bring the ball in for the Bison. Looking for somebody to get it to. He's just running out of time. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Got to put it up. Nate Garvey puts it up, but they're going to say no shot. So shot clock violation. The Bison only had 2 seconds on the shot clock once they got the ball inbounds. It will be Rattlers ball.
Yeah, Bison struggling with the turnovers in this first half. It's something they've cleaned up over the past few weeks.
On the floor for your Bison, C.J. Williams, Michael Barber, Andre Torre, Nate Garvey, and Khalil Robinson. As here come the Rattlers on the attack. In the corner all alone, then driving to the hole. And he gets fouled. C.J. Williams gets called for the foul as Rod Melton Jr. decided to penetrate. Gets deep inside the defense, puts it up, gets fouled as he makes 2.
Yeah, Melton's having a huge first half. He's already in double figures now with 11 points to go into the free throw line. Here's a guy that's averaged 12. He's such a smooth player. He can beat you anywhere. Only 6'1", the senior is smart. He hits threes. He gets the rim. He takes smart shots. He's a very tough talent.
Definitely so, as he knocks down that shot. And now the score is 35-21 in favor of the Rattlers. 7:11 to go in the first half. Khalil Robinson bringing the ball down court for the Bison. Crossing the half-court line. He's being defended by Rod Melton Jr. As Robinson takes his time, gets it to Torre. Torre looking for some room. Torre wants to drive. Spin move, puts it up. Nice little roll with a finger roll. Andre Torre.
Andre Torre started looking solid against Yale. He's finally getting his footing, has battled injuries. Maybe he's coming out of his shell a little bit. That'd be huge for Howard because he was a big part of that team last year before getting injured to start this season.
MJ Randolph called for a foul. MJ Randolph called for a foul in that play, and it will be Bison ball as the Bison are trying to climb back into this one. 36-23. 36-23 is the score. Khalil Robinson with the rock gets it to C.J. Williams. C.J. trying to penetrate. C.J. puts it up. Oh, nice move, C.J. Williams.
Acrobatic play gets the crowd up on their feet. C.J. being C.J.
As the Rattlers are now on the attack, taking a 3-point shot and missing that shot. Rebound will go to the Rattlers. As that was Rod Melton Jr. looking for the shot. Rebound went to Cameron Reeves. And here come the Bison Robinson, Khalil Robinson. Nate Garvey with the 3, but he took a step. Nate didn't get his feet planted. Took another step.
Tough call, you know, and I think Garvey recognized that he did travel. You don't normally see that call, though. Typically, the officials will be more lenient when the player is getting their feet set.
Definitely so. 36-25, 11-point lead for the Rattlers. Bison trying to fight their way back into this one. Trying to cut into that lead. It's been a double-digit lead for most of the first half. As shot is up and in. That is 2 points. As the Rattlers score again. Nasir Kaur.
Yeah, Kaur got Michael Barber up in the air. And that when he did that, he was pretty much dead to rights. Easy too.
Khalil Robinson driving, penetrating, gets the ball up top. Michael Barber wants to take a step. Michael Barber has a nice spin move, but this time he gets called for a walk. I like when Michael Barber is playing with his back to the basket and he uses his spin move. He has a really nice spin move that usually works, but he has to be. I think he's more so of a player that you want him with his back to the basket.
Yeah, and I agree. You can use that size. That's a great point, I think, Trevin. There, I thought he had Robinson open. He could have maybe gone to Khalil out in the key or out in the wing, but totally I don't mind the aggressive play.
I agree with that as well. Rattlers on the attack. As that was Randolph with the ball, then gets the ball to his teammate Rod Melton. Randolph with it again. Melton wants to drive. Melton likes that far side of the court.
they're going to have to keep somebody with an eye on Melton at all times. He's not really a player you can succeed at playing 2-3 against.
Oh, DJ Jones with the slam dunk for the Rattlers. As he was just in the, and you mentioned it earlier, he's lean, but he's long, and he's athletic.
He's the kind of guy that the Bison post players have struggled against this year. They've done well in that 2-3 against the bigger, brawnier, wide frame post players. It's the leaner, athletic ones with a good spring in their step. Those are the ones that have given the Bison problems down low this season.
Khalil Robinson on the attack for the Bison. Gets it to Toure. Toure gets it in the corner. Nate Garvey for three. He misses that shot. Rebound. Rattlers on the attack. Rod Melton Jr. He will slow it up to get it back outside to his teammate, Nasir Kaur. Kaur gets it to his teammate, Randolph. Now it's deep in the corner and going to the hole. Back up top. 3 points. Wow. Nasir Kaur, very comfortable. Bryce Marine gets the assist.
Nasir Kaur is having a nice stretch. He had a really good game against North Carolina Central.
As Khalil Robinson took the shot, Zion went up to get the rebound, but the ball was knocked out of bounds. It still will be Bison ball.
Right now, Bison have to start going to their top scorers. Kyle Foster, C.J. Williams, Khalil Robinson. Those three have really been the catalyst for this team over the past week. They're going to have to get those three involved as they try to chip into this one.
Zion Cousins inside, puts the ball down, puts it up. Misses the shot, in and out. Here come the Rattlers. MJ Randolph with the rock. Gets it outside, and that's Melton Jr. Jr. looking for someone to pass it to. Gets it to Randolph. Randolph gets it across the court, and that would be Brandon Miles. Rebound, C.J. Williams. 3:50 to go in the first half. Here come the Bison. As Khalil Robinson gets the ball to C.J. Williams. C.J. wants to drive with the spin. Gets it up top. Nate Garvey for three. Misses that shot. Rebound, DJ Jones. Here comes the Rattlers. Rattlers on the attack. MJ Randolph with the ball. Bringing the ball up court. Going to decide to penetrate. Gets it to Jones. Jones looking for somebody to get it back to. Deep from three. Missed shot. Rebound Zion, but he loses the ball. So DJ Jones comes back up with the ball. That means that Rod Melton Jr. will handle the rock for the Rattlers.
Those are the loose balls you got to get if you're Howard.
Ball down inside. DJ Jones, he missed the slam that time. This time Zion comes up with the rebound. The Rattlers are up 43-25.
Bison caught a break there. That was an easy two missed by Jones. Maybe they can capitalize.
As the Bison trying to cut into the double-digit lead, and it's going to be out of bounds. It will be Bison ball.
Out of bounds.
Yeah. Zion Cousins and C.J. Williams, it's a miscommunication there. Got lucky that they get to keep the ball.
Yes, sir. This
As it's a timeout on the floor. Howard University Basketball brought to you live on HUBison.com. It's Bison streaming. Ryan Pierce doing the color commentating. Trevor A. Jones doing the play-by-play. And Ryan, it's a big lead already. 42-25. It's going to be interesting to see how the Bison handle the last 3 minutes.
Yeah, Howard, I mean, a big win for them. If they can somehow get this down to 10 or 11 points, that would be huge. They've not had a great first half. They've played hard defensively. The offense is not clicking. Howard is one of the better three-point shooting teams in the MEAC. That is their strength. They hang in games because they're knocking down shots from the outside. They are shooting 20% from deep today. If they're going to be competitive in this one, they're going to have to start knocking down shots. I think they will. Rarely does Howard have a miserable first half shooting-wise what they have today, but they're going to have to at least hang in there until those shots start to fall.
Today's streaming coverage is brought to you in part by Cambria Hotel, D-City Smokehouse, Under Armour, and the Cambria Suites Hotel. Man, I'm interested to see what's going to happen. Because if the Bison can get something going into the locker room, you don't want to go into the locker room down by 20. That's kind of something hard when you look at the game, because you want to come out and say, okay, troops, it's 0-0. But when you're down by 20, you really can't say that. So you kind of feel the pressure before you even come back out of the locker.
That makes things really tough. If you get down by 20-plus points heading into halftime, again, if they can get it down to 10 or 11 points, that would be a big victory.
As the Bison will have the ball, Khalil Robinson bringing it in. On the court for your Bison is Toure. You have Bristol Jr., you have Kyle Foster, and you have Nate Garvey. As Khalil Robinson gets the ball inside, that's Bristol Jr., at the top. And Garvey now with the rock handling it. Going to bring it up to the top, take his time. He's going to get some help from Toure. Garvey wants to drive, does drive, puts it up, and he gets fouled. And the foul, I believe, is going to be called on Brandon Miles.
Nice take by Garvey, getting to the free throw line. Get some points with that clock stop.
So that sends Nate Garvey to the line. He'll be shooting 2.
Nate Garvey.
The Rattlers are 5-12 overall, 3-3 in conference play. The Bison are 2-18 overall, 0-5 in conference play. Nate Garvey gets that one to fall.
Another substitution for the Rattlers, number 5.
No, it's Garvey's such a great story. He's taken his time this year, taken the playing time he's received and made all he can of it, and he's moved to the starting lineup as a senior and been such a good leader for this roster.
As Garvey knocks down the second shot, 43-27 is the score, 2:40 to go in the first half. Rebound, Wayne Bristol Jr. Here comes Khalil Robinson, pushing the ball past the half-court line, gets it to Torrey. Torrey looking for some room, gets it back to Robinson. Robinson taking his time. Gets it over to Kyle Foster. Foster in the near court, looking for some room. That's his shot from out there. He gets it to Torrey. Torrey back to Garvey. On the far side of the court now, Khalil Robinson gets it to Garvey. You have Wayne Bristol Jr. in the corner. Torrey, shot clock at 6. Torrey gets it to Robinson. Robinson penetrates, and he loses the handle, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. That's the second time this half that the Bison have fell victim to a shot clock violation.
Right now, the Rattlers guards are really outplaying the guards for Howard. That's where we thought they might have the advantage today. Guys like Robinson. Once CJ gets back out there, Wayne Bristol Jr. need to step up their play a little bit.
As the Rattlers are taking over, MJ Randolph with the rock. 2 minutes to go in the first half. As Randolph is looking for someone to get it to. He'll take his time. And he wants to penetrate. Pulls up with a mid-range jumper. Knocks it down with ease. MJ Randolph for 2.
Yeah, Randolph and this backcourt for Florida A&M continues to play well. Randolph, Melton really pacing their team.
Bison on the attack. They're now down by 18. 45-27 is the score. Kyle Foster with the ball. Foster looking to get it to Garvey. Garvey gets it to Robinson over on the far side of the court. A minute and a half to go in the first half. As Foster wants to get to WBJ, but they will not deny. They'll deny that. Foster taking the Euro step, gets the pass off. Shot clock down to 4. Shot clock down to 2. Shot clock down to 1. Nice shot, Andre Torrey.
Big shot by Torrey. A good look. He was fading away a bit to make it a little tougher, but a nice shot by Torrey with that shot clock winding down.
45-29 the score. Rattlers on top. Bison trying to battle back in this one. MJ Randolph now handling the ball. Gets it down inside. Looking for some room. Bryce Moraine. Moraine gets it back up top to Randolph. Randolph wants to drive. Randolph does drive. Randolph puts it up and misses the shot. Rebound, Kyle Foster. 58 seconds to go in the half. Here comes Robinson to Garvey to WBJ. 3 points, WBJ. That's Wayne Bristol Jr. down low.
Gets it down to 13 points. Bison chipping away at this deficit.
As the Rattlers are now on the attack. Here comes Randolph. Randolph with the rock going to the far side of the court. He will look at the shot clock. Well, shot clock is down to 15. Randolph looks like he wants to penetrate. Gets to the charity stripe, but gets it into the corner with the dish, with the mid-range jumper. 2 points. Goes to Bryce Moraine. 25 seconds to go in the half. 47-32 is the score. Bison down by 15. Khalil Robinson taking his time. 17 seconds. Shot clock is off. Nate Garvey now handling the ball. Garvey looking for someone to pass the ball to. Taking his time. Gives it to WBJ, over to Torrey, over to Foster. Foster taking the 3-point shot. Kyle Foster! 3 points. That's the end of the first half. Score is going to be 47-35. Cut it to 12.
That's what the Bison do. You know, their shots are starting to fall. Their strength is their outside scoring. A couple big threes heading into halftime.
Now, that's interesting because we were talking about, I was worried about them being down by maybe 20, and then here they come back, and they actually cut it down to 12.
To make it competitive, that's what you want to do. At least put yourself in shouting range of Florida A&M, and then get your team back out there in the second half, see if you can get CJ going.
Excellent. So what we do is we got guest again. Here at the half, and it's going to be Ryan, Mr. Sean Mason, Sean P. Mason. I had to put that P in there, get the brother props. And as a matter of fact, didn't you play for Howard University?
Yes, I did play for Howard University.
Man, today we just blessed with the royalty from the court. We had Andrea Gardner earlier,
yes.
And now we got Sean Mason. Sean, a hooper with the Bison as well. Now, you have to talk about the experience as well. Coming to Howard, first, do me a favor. Talk about Howard University and you coming to Howard. What made you decide to come to Howard? Then talk about your experience playing here.
Okay, so coming out of Washington, D.C., I mean, Howard in the 80s was the place to be. If you were a basketball player, Washington, D.C. is the home for the best ball players in the world, especially in those eras. We used to call that the golden era.
Okay.
And, you know, just living in this area playing basketball, when you come to visit Howard as a recruit and they bring you in here, they bring you at homecoming football first, and then they sneak you into a basketball game, and they bring you up here. You know, they're playing A&T. The game is being aired on BET back in those days, and HUR would air it. And the band is jumping, and me and my father were up here, and he said, I like this too, Dad. So that was my visit. And then, you know, the homecoming experience is so strong. You know that you belong here. If you come here and visit Howard and you feel it, then you know you belong. I visited other schools, other HBCUs, but they didn't have that feel, what the magic that Howard has. So that's what draw me to, you know, the whole black college experience. The HBCU experience was great. You know, you're 16, 17 years old in high school when you come up here and you see Larry Spriggs, and shout out to the great, shout out to the great James Ratcliffe. We just lost him. He passed away. We had his homegoing service Wednesday. Okay. So I want to shout out to him. But you come and you visit these guys, you know, and you're, like I said, you're a teenager, and they give you 5 and tell you, look, that's a place to be. And then the next year, you see all of these guys are going to the league. So that's what makes you, you know, in those days, that was the driving force. All basketball players that came to Howard, you know, it was a winning tradition. It's a, you know, the culture of a HBCU being the Mecca, Howard being the Mecca of black institutes. And then when you start talking about the history, and they're telling you, look, when you come out of here with a degree from Howard University, then that means something in the world. Right. And that I was sold.
Now, see, I'm going to get on to we're going to start there, but we're going to move backwards, though, because I want you to tell me about Capital Gaming Studios, okay? Because you talk about when you have a degree at Howard, you go on to do bigger and better things.
Yes, sir.
Which you being Mr. CEO over here.
Yes, sir.
That's proven. But I got to go back for a second, because you just talked about some young men that you got to see. Didn't they take Howard University to the NCAA tournament for the first time?
Yes. So Howard University was the first MEAC school to play in the NCAA tournament back in 1982, and that's, you know, that's the era that I came up here. That's when we played between the 80s, between 82 and 92. You know, we had the best teams in the MEAC.
Now, you weren't on the 82 team?
No, I wasn't on the 82 team. I came in 86.
86, that's what I thought.
You know, yeah, I came to visit in 82. You know, you and your father out on a Saturday, and you come visit Howard. I mean, it's just, like I said.
You picked the perfect time, because that was like the ultimate team,
Oh, yeah, the ultimate team. The Dunk Patrol. And, you know, we still have a fraternity of brothers now. We're still close. Like I said, we lost Ratcliffe. But, you know, we still, actually the vice president of my company, shout out to Mr. Bernard Perry, who was on that 82 team, who got drafted by the Washington Bullets. He was the first Howard player to get drafted by the Washington Bullets. You know, like I said, the history and the camaraderie that you build, you know, with your teammates, it lasts forever. Fast forward now, I hate to tell our age, but 30-something years later, almost, I guess, 40 years later, and now we're working together, building my company, Capital Gaming Studios.
But the bond was already formulated when you were here.
When I was here.
And even with players that were here before you, and, you had that brotherhood, that fraternity, so to speak.
Yes.
You got to tell me, and I'm going to get to this.
That's fine. Yeah, we got time.
Because I'm excited. And I'm excited because I'm sitting here next to Sean P. Mason, who played here at Howard University. What I'm getting at is you got to experience being in the Burr on the court.
Yes. Great feeling. Greatest feeling in the world.
That was my next question.
Greatest feeling in the world. The band is jumping. You got the football players they sit right next to the band. Actually, we had 2 football players on our team who went to the NFL. Shout out Jimmy Johnson, who played basketball, and he ended up playing for the Redskins, got drafted by the Redskins, and won the Super Bowl. playing for the Redskins. We had Derek Faison, who went to San Francisco 49ers. I'm not sure if he won the Super Bowl, but that's the type of players that you had with the band jumping. You out here dribbling the basketball. I've always been the shortest, and I passed a lot, so I probably have one of the records for assists. I'm somewhere in the book somewhere.
Okay.
So I would come out first, and like I said, as a freshman, as a young guy, you come out here and you see, you're following up the dunk patrol with your team, and we were ranked nationally. We actually had the longest winning streak in the nation in 1986. We were 25-5.
Wow. So now you can hear the band talking out the side of your neck,
Yes.
and that gets everybody going.
Yes.
So, and I brought that up because of the fact that you can feel the electricity. It just goes through the bird.
Yes.
So I have Sean P. Mason sitting right here, Howard University alum and Hooper, basketball player, on some good teams. And I had to just get from him firsthand what that vibe is like to be a player, to be in this atmosphere. Now let's fast forward.
Okay.
We're talking about Capital Gaming Studios.
Yes.
You're the CEO.
I'm the CEO, founder and CEO.
Let's talk about that.
So Capital Gaming Studio, my company, we formed in 2018. So we formed it going on 3 years now. And what I noticed, I have a gaming background. I worked for the lottery board. I actually was on a panel where we were actually trying to put a casino here in D.C. So we would go out and do site visits, me and the director of the lottery board. And, gaming was in my blood for about 15 years. But what I noticed, now something else that I treasure, I am a parent, and I have one young son who's 14 years old who's a gamer. So that's how I got the whole message of, wait a minute, I have to do something for these inner city kids. Gaming is growing. The Washington, D.C. area is a bed for gaming. We have 3 casinos within a 25-mile radius of Washington, D.C.
Wow.
So video gaming is just an extension of gaming. If you ever walked in a casino, you see all these slot machines. Somebody had to build that slot machine. Somebody had to write that code. Somebody, so you have, that's all gaming is video games on different levels. So I transitioned all my experience, all my knowledge, and I started my own company so that I can introduce the inner city students to gaming as a sport. There's over 200-300 colleges in America right now that have gaming as a degree program.
Yes, sir.
That you can go as a sport. You can go there and get a degree. You still could be a lawyer and a doctor, but you're going to play on their esports team. So right now, I'm in negotiations with Howard University to launch our collegiate level league, United Esports League, right here at Howard University. So we're going to have our first tournament sometime in 2020. We're negotiating the dates and what we're going to do, but we're definitely going to launch. I couldn't launch anywhere else but Howard University. Actually, me and Mr. Perry, we talk all the time. He said, we got to do this at Howard. So Bernard Perry, shout out again.
Gotcha.
So Capital Gaming Studios, right now we're in the local schools, we're at the rec centers. We do after-school programs. We do Saturday camps where we teach coding. Actually, our coding director is a graduate of Howard University. He actually was a wrestler here in the 80s with us, and now he's an engineer. And he teaches coding.
Okay.
So we brought him in to teach the students coding, because we don't only want you to play video games, but if you're good at it and you have an interest, you can build your own video game. That's something else we're trying to introduce to inner city kids to, because we don't always want to be the borrower, we want to be the lender. We want you to build your own game. We want you to take your coding experience, like people that play in this band, that music. If you play video games, you always hear the music in the background. Yep. Somebody had to write that code to drop that music into that game. Gotcha. So that's the type of things we introduce these kids right here in Washington, D.C. So right now, I run a couple programs at KIPP D.C. Okay. We're at the Benning Road campus. We actually got a grant. We bought gaming computers. We do an after-school program. We play, we call it a gaming club because they play against each other, because it's such a new phenomenon, this whole gaming industry and esports, that it hasn't really trickled down into the inner cities yet. So we really get the first bite at the apple. So for the last 3 years, I've been grooming our kids, because there's a national high school league that just started last year. It's only in about 8 cities right now. Started out in the Midwest, but it's going to trickle down once it gets to the East Coast.
Perfect. Now, real quick, because we're running short on time. How do people get in touch with you? How do they find out about the company and even trying to get involved? Okay, so we're on all social media platforms, Capital Gaming or Capital Gaming Studios, and you always can email
email me, Sean Mason at capitalgamingstudios.com.
Sean P. Mason.
That's me.
Man, brother, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you so much.
And can I get one more shout out? Shout out to my one of my favorite players of all time here at Howard University. He's sitting in the stands. Larry Spriggs is here, former LA Lakers and Howard University great. Larry Spriggs is in the building.
It's halftime here at the Bird. Coaches versus Cancer. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, so I do want to talk to you. So you got my card better get. Because I want, so when we do our tournament here, we're probably going to do it downstairs in the gym. And I would love to have a screen if we could figure out how to do that. But I'm going to put it on social media anyway, because everybody's on social media.
Welcome to Spotlight on the Sidelines. I'm here in the Bird with
Jimmy Thomas.
Okay, so I see that you're repping FAMU. Do you really think they're going to secure the win today?
Yeah, I think me and everybody behind me believe the same thing. Yeah, easy. We up, what is that? We up, what, 12?
Okay, only 12 points, only 12 points. We could come back, we could come back. Okay, now transitioning to the NBA, who's your favorite guard?
Ja Morant. Yeah, he really playing like he just having fun out there. Ja Morant. And I'm not sure why he not like on ESPN top 10 every week, but he really out there having fun. I like the way he play. He play hard, play defense, like our defense.
Okay. So we're going to hope that Howard defense steps it up, and back to you.
Hampton just got a grant, 350.
It's Howard University basketball live from the Bird. Trevor A. Jones doing the play-by-play. My man Ryan Pierce doing the color commentating. Right now, Ryan, the Bison are down only by 12, surprisingly, because there was a 15-point, 16-point lead earlier in the first half. They fought back. They cut the lead. They cut the deficit to 12 points. And we're about to get the second half underway. On the floor for your Bison, C.J. Williams. You have Khalil Robinson, Zion Cousins, Nate Garvey, and Kyle Foster. Here come the Rattlers on the move. That's M.J. Randolph, who's been handling the ball a lot today for the Rattlers. Errant pass goes out of bounds. Rod Melton Jr. couldn't handle it. Bison ball.
Good start. Yeah, a couple late threes for the Bison really gave them a little boost heading into the second half. They try to build on it here and see if they can get it into single figure.
Khalil Robinson with the rock for the Bison. Gets it to Nate Garvey. Garvey gets it to C.J. Williams. C.J. going to the far side of the court. C.J. looking for someone to get the ball to. Gets it to Garvey. Garvey wants to cut in and penetrate, but cannot. Gets it across the court to Kyle Foster. Three. No. In and out. Looked like there would have been 3 points for Kyle Foster. That would have been big, Ryan.
That looked down. Foster's their best three-point shooter percentage-wise this year. I thought that was going to drop. Tough block.
Ryan Foster playing Desir, trying to prevent him from getting anything. As Nate Garvey gets his hands on the ball, but M.J. Randolph comes up with it for the Rattlers. Randolph wants to penetrate. This is off to Jones. DJ Jones. That goes in and out. Here comes Khalil Robinson with the rebound. Getting the second half underway. Coaches versus cancer today from the Bird. Nate Garvey. 3 points. Nate Garvey.
Don't like it. Go ahead, play to your strengths. Bison are a good outside shooting team. That's where they excel. They've got this back down to 9 behind some good three-point shooting.
They get it under 10, which is very impressive. Again, we had like a 15, 16-point lead at the half. As the shot is missed, Kyle Foster comes up with the rebound. That shot by Rob Melton. Melton was pretty hot in the first half as well. Here comes Khalil Robinson. Gets it back to Kyle Foster. Foster to Nate Garvey. We know Nate Garvey can get hot from beyond the arc. As Garvey's going to get it to Robinson. Robinson at the top of the key across the court to Foster. Kyle Foster showing directions. And Foster drives. And he comes down hard as he gets cut under. He totally went all in. Kyle Foster went up high and he was all in. I mean, you can't say it any way better than that. He did come down kind of hard on his tailbone, so we're hoping he's going to be fine.
Holding the tailbone, so whenever a player goes up like that, they kind of get on top of another player. I mean, you're talking about like a 6-7 foot fall. The first thought is you don't want them landing awkwardly on the leg. It didn't look like Kyle Foster did there. Then the tailbone. Those always smart. You hope it's nothing serious.
Correct.
It is a spot that hurts so much when you first hit it. You hope, though, it's nothing more. We'll wait and see with Foster as he's getting attended to.
Correct. And I thought it looked like he was landing on his backside and his elbow at the same time. So that was kind of scary, too, because, the elbow, if that gets in the way and you land on that kind of hard, that can get swollen pretty fast. But Foster's getting up, and kudos to Kyle Foster. He was up high. Again, he just sold out. He went in for the layup, went up high, and it looked like he was going to get a nice layup. Just came down awkward.
That may have ended as good as it possibly could have. Anytime somebody goes up like that, it's scary. It looks exciting for a minute, and then they hit the ground, and you're thinking, oh, no, what just happened? Kyle had a very clean land there. I don't know if he could have landed that any better, as strange as that sounds, because he is in some pain. I think he got his backside, his butt, where he got a little bit more muscle down there, and you can take that kind of hit.
Zion Cousins will take the shot as the official went over to talk to Kyle. Wanted to make sure he was okay. And kudos to the officials because they wanted to make sure that he was fine. And they're telling him to go get checked. So they'll make sure he's okay. As he's walking over to the training table with the trainer. And Zion is at the line. Now, Kyle did get up on his own power and walked off on his own power. As Zion puts it up and knocks it down. Makes the score now 47-39. Bison cutting into the lead. I'm very impressed, Ryan.
Chipping into it on paper. Look, this Florida A&M team, we've talked about it. They've beaten some tough rosters this year. On paper, it feels competitive. Bison at home, that even slides the scale a little more to their side. They're starting to make a comeback.
As WBJ Wayne Bristol Jr. over on the far side of the court. He became a nuisance to M.J. Randolph. Thought he got Randolph to get a turnover, but the official says no. Wayne Bristol Jr. touched the ball last, so it's Rattlers ball. And it's 47-40, 18 minutes to go in the contest. And M.J. Randolph takes a step. The
the Rattlers were so concise in that first half. They came out, they were clicking all cylinders, not turning it over, aggressive defensively, knocking down shots. It's been a sloppy start to this second half.
Definitely so. Now the Bison trying to take advantage of that. Only down by 7. 18 minutes to go in the contest as Wayne Bristol Jr. has the ball for the Bison. Gets it to Zion Cousins. Zion gets it to C.J. Williams. C.J. looking for a shot. Gets it across the court. That is WBJ in the corner. Gets it inside to Zion. Zion wants to go up. Gets it back out to the corner to Khalil Robinson. Robinson going to take his time. Shot clock at 6. That's Wayne Bristol Jr. from the corner. 3 points, Wayne Bristol Jr.
That is the Bison's offense right there. Be patient. Wait for the open outside shot. You can shoot threes. It is a smart shot to take. Do it. Don't go with your strength. That's what I say again.
Timeout called by the Rattlers, and one deservedly so. The Bison cut into the lead. It's down to 4, 47-43. And 17-27 to go in the half.
I was looking for the word high value. The three-point shot, of course, the most high value shot. If that is your strength, there's no point in trying to get a two-pointer or settle for a floater or even a post-up play. If your strength is the three, be patient on offense, work it around the perimeter, and get your best shot. That's where you want to go to. And the Bison are doing it.
Now, when you say get your best shot for the Bison, I'm a little concerned because is the best shot really the three-point shot or is it the mid-range jumper?
I think for this team, it is it's a three. They can shoot the three well. They have the second best three-point shoot percentage in the MEAC. So play to your advantage. Yes, Cousins is good in the paint. Yes, CJ's done a good job getting to the rim this season. But their numbers say that Bison shoot the three better than almost anybody in the MEAC. When you're down especially, play to that strength. Take those outside shots. You don't have much to lose when you're down by 15. The Bison started shooting threes, and they started knocking it down. Now it's a 4-point game.
And that's interesting that you say that. And the reason I asked the question is because just for that reason, because you want to know if a team, like a lot of coaches might not want their team to take a lot of threes, but if you're a team that's good at taking three-point shots,
go for it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm with you there, Trevin. But I don't want them just coming down and hoisting up a contested three-point shot. That possession was perfect. Robinson passed up a tough three. Williams passed up a tough three. They worked it around, worked the shot clock. They got Wayne Bristol Jr. a good look.
It's Howard University Basketball live in the Bird. Today is Coaches versus Cancer Day, and our coaching staff is wearing sneakers today in solidarity for those who battle this disease. And at this time, we're going to watch the Rattlers bring the ball in bounds as they try to fight off the Bison, who are down by 4, trying to cut back into that lead. MJ Randolph with the rock. Drives down inside. Wayne Bristol Jr. with the block. Now comes up with the ball. And this is the C.J. Williams. 2 points, C.J. Williams. A dish and an assist. Wayne Bristol Jr.
I love it. That is their strength. Bristol Jr. uses his athleticism, pushes up the floor, finds a smart C.J. Williams who was cutting and hustling the whole way.
As the Bison have now cut the lead down to 2. As the Rattlers are on the attack, they seem to be trying to figure out what's going on the court. There is DJ Jones. DJ has been just a nuisance all day to Bison's fans underneath.
Well played, give and go. Jones got the easy dunk, nicely done.
As the Bison are on the attack, Nate Garvey with the ball. Garvey gets it to Wayne Bristol Jr., who gets the layup and in. That's another dish and an assist. 49-47 is the score. 16-24 to go in the contest. Here come the Rattlers. Rattlers were up by 16 at one point, Ryan.
WBJ having a big second half. Couple assists, the three.
There's a steal. Here comes C.J. Williams. C.J. puts up his in. 2 points, C.J. Williams. We are all tied up at 49.
7 minutes ago, the Bison were down by 14. What a burst to even things up.
As here come the Rattlers. Jones again, DJ Jones gets it across the court from the corners. No, he stepped out of bounds. As Rod Milton Jr. steps out of bounds, and you hear the Bird waking up. That means trouble for the opponents most of the time, 9 times out of 10. Ryan, what was the key to this spurt by the Bison?
Huge, I think, at the end of the first half, they were able to go on a 6-point run. That got it down to 11 points at halftime. Then they come out, they make a couple of threes. Foster has a nice jump shot. They play active on defense. And then the Rattlers really came out sluggish. And against the Bison, against a team that can shoot from the outside, if you turn the ball over and your opponents get hot, a big lead can evaporate in possession. That's what's happened here. And after that timeout, Coach Blakey ran out on the court. He was the first one out. Big smile on his face. High five to his guys. He loves this intensity right now.
I love this intensity too, because when you think about it, you would have thought that the Bison, it's interesting because you and I had the conversation before halftime. To come back from 20 points down is difficult out of the half. The Bison actually cut into the lead and they actually went in at down 12.
Yeah.
Then they come out and they erase the 12-point deficit.
It's such a massive difference. If you are down big in the first half, if you can get it near 10 points, that is a bite-sized disadvantage that you can get into pretty quickly. You just got to make a couple shots. Bison have done that. We knew they would start to fall after starting off 20% for deep. They got some stops on defense, and now they've even it back in.
Yeah, big thing. The Bison are shooting 54% from the floor. The Rattlers are actually shooting 58% from the floor as well. And I always look at rebounds because rebounds usually can be a telling tale. But in this case, it's close. The Rattlers have 2 more rebounds than the Bison, 16 to 14. So that's going to be really interesting. It even goes down as we look at defensive rebounding, it's 11 to 10 in favor of the Rattlers. The offensive rebounding 5 to 4 in favor of the Rattlers. So I think that with the defensive play of WBJ, like you said, getting the fast break going, this is going to be an interesting second half.
It's been a fun game. You know, anytime you have 2 teams shooting around 55%, it's big.
Khalil Robinson for 2. The Bison take the lead for the first time this evening. 51 to 49. HU on top. Here come the Rattlers. Rattlers looking a little shaken up, or can I say rattled? As the shot is up and it's a missed shot. Desir comes up with the rebound and he loses it as Brendan Miles had his hand on the ball and it goes out of bounds.
Zion Cousins is become such a skilled middle 2-3 zone player. It allows the 4 players around him to run at the ball, to put pressure because they know they've got that safety guard behind them. They stop plays if it gets broken down.
Robinson to the hole for 2 points. Khalil Robinson. Now the Bison are up by 4, 53 to 49. Here comes the press. As it's a 2-2-1. And the Rattlers get the ball across the half-court line. Handling the ball right now is Cameron Reeves. Down inside, that's Desir. Desir trying to go up, and he gets the 2 points. So that's the first 2 points, I believe, of the second half for the Rattlers. Well, no, it's the second 2 points, 4 points.
They don't snap an 8-0 run for the Bison, though. Desir's tough to handle down low. That's where I would look if I'm FAMU right now.
Nate Garvey for 3, and he gets fouled. He's going to take 3 shots.
Yeah, in credit, number 20 for FAMU.
Brendan Miles.
Yeah, Brendan Miles did a good job there when he came out. He understood and undercut Garvey when he closed out on the 3. He grabbed him, didn't let him hit the ground. So you appreciate the sportsmanship from Miles, but it wasn't foul.
Nate Garvey at the line shooting 3. 14:44 to go in the contest. 53 to 51. The Bison are on top. That's 1. He gets 2 more. 54 to 51. Your Bison on top of the Rattlers right now. He knocks that one down as well. He has another shot.
Garvey, top-notch free throw shooter, senior, such a steady presence for this team. I think out of anybody on this roster, you feel most happy for him. A guy who sat on the bench for 3 years.
Wow.
He has made the most out of his time in the senior season.
Definitely so. And I remember him being here, so you saying that, that's definitely so. But he's seen some great players.
Oh, without a doubt. He's backed up some of the best players in Bison history. And now he's getting his opportunity with R.J. Cole transferring to Connecticut with Chad Lott. Not on the team this year. He's getting his chance, and he stepped up.
As here come the Rattlers on the attack. Bison up by 5. Shot is missed. Rebound. WBJ, Wayne Bristol Jr. 56-51 is the score. Bison up by 5. Nate Garvey with the rock. Going to take his time, get it back up top to Khalil Robinson. Robinson being covered by Moran. Robinson now being covered by Randolph. C.J. Williams with the ball. C.J. looking to penetrate. C.J. goes into the key, puts it up, and misses the layup. Rebound. Rattlers. Here comes Bryce Moran, gets the ball out to Cameron Reeves. Reeves gets it to Randolph underneath. Randolph puts it up, blocked by Zion Cousins, and he didn't jump. Here comes the fast break, C.J. Slam dunk, C.J. Williams!
What a moment for C.J. bringing the house down, an emphatic slam. This is the Bison we were hoping to see this season.
Here come the Rattlers on the attack. The ball is up. The ball is missed. Rebound. WBJ. Wayne Bristol Jr. gets it to Nate Garvey. Nate Garvey now on the move. Gets it across the half-court line. Nate Garvey up for the shot. Misses the shot. That was Khalil Robinson handling the rock. Gets it to Nate Garvey. Got a little excited. Excuse me. Here's Bryce Moraine. He gets the shot for 2 for the Rattlers. Scores now 58-53.
Rare occasion this entire month. The way the Bison have hustled, they didn't get back on defense. Still, this is such a great stretch for Howard. You can feel the energy in this stadium. The fans have been waiting for a moment like this to let loose and watch their team take over this season.
Oh, they definitely have. And anybody that follows college basketball, anybody that's watched Howard University basketball knows that once the energy gets to a certain point in the Burr, this whole building will move. And that's always exciting, and it's just great to see, and it's a great vibe to feel. So if you've never been to the Burr to watch a basketball game, whether or not you go to Howard University, you need to come to the Burr, sit down and experience this atmosphere, because it doesn't matter the amount of fans that are even in this section sometimes. Even the tiniest amount of fans can feel so much energy here. But then when it's packed, oh, watch out.
Well, they've been feeling it. But now the question is, Florida A&M, they're still shooting the ball well. They're still playing a good basketball game. Can Howard keep this up? Can they build off the speed against a good FAMU team, that is around 500 in conference play, that they are probably better than their record indicates? Howard's going to have to try to find a way, keep up the intensity, keep up the solid play.
Yeah, they definitely are, and I definitely agree with that. It's going to be interesting to see how they build off of this momentum that they just got coming out of the halftime, to see if they can hold on to it and hold off the Rattlers, not let the Rattlers get back into the contest, so to speak. Because right now you have the lead for the first time. Don't relinquish that. Just keep it going.
Big next couple of minutes for the Bison. Under 14 minutes now left to go in the second half. This has been the best, probably 6.5-minute stretch of the Bison season. They had moments against Yale. This looked like a different squad. This is how they played against Yale on Monday. Yale's one of the top 5 mid-major teams in the entire country. Yale still won by 15. Howard has taken that game and put it into today and has translated it into a lead.
As the Bison have the ball, Khalil Robinson on the court for your Bison. You have Robinson, you have Garvey, you have Williams, you have Wayne Bristol Jr., and you have Zion Cousins. Khalil Robinson with the rock gets it to Nate Garvey. Bison up by 5. C.J. Williams gets it back to Garvey. Garvey looking for some room. Going underneath. Zion was wide open as he cuts to the basket. Khalil Robinson's going to bring it up top. Gets it to C.J. Shot clock's down to 7. C.J. looking to get it up. Gets it to Zion underneath. Gets it to Wayne Bristol Jr. in the corner. Shots missed. Rebound, Cameron Reeves. Florida A&M.
Good luck. Wayne Bristol knew he missed it, though, but a good look. That's what you want.
Here come the Rattlers on the attack. Down inside of Moraine. Gets it back up top. And with the mid-range jumper going up. Nope, no mid-range jumper there in the Sear core. Here comes Reeves with the shot. He misses that shot. Rebound. Shot is up and good. Rod Melton Jr. gets the 2 for the Rattlers. Score is now 58-55.
Yeah, the defense wasn't the issue there. It was not getting the defensive rebound, the second chance points.
Here comes Khalil Robinson handling the ball for the Bison. 12 minutes to go in the contest. Bison up by 3, 58-55. Wayne Bristol Jr. gets the ball to Nate Garvey, who gets it to Khalil Robinson. Khalil looking like he wants to take a step. Then decides not to. Now penetrates, gets the ball on the far side to CJ. CJ in the deep corner on the far side. CJ drives, puts it up, and he gets fouled.
A senior play there by Williams. He recognized in the corner, had the ball in a tough position, but still thought, hey, I got 4 seconds on the shot clock. I got to go to work. I got to be quick here, and he did.
The Sear core called for the foul. CJ Williams at the line. CJ at this point, 16 points.
It's almost been a quiet 16. You know, we've been watching his teammates go through bursts, but Williams has been the steady presence today with 16.
Definitely so. Going to take the first shot. Knocks it down. 59-55. 12 minutes to go in the contest. Howard University basketball live from the Burr. It's coaches versus cancer day today.
Shooting 1.
Now Torrey in for Cousins. Let's see if Andre can provide that presence Zion has on the defensive end.
Giving big Zion a breather. CJ knocks the second one down. 60-55 is the score. Bison back up by 5. Here come the Rattlers. That's Cameron Reeves getting the ball across the half-court line. He's being trapped. Pressure being applied by the Bison. As Reeves gets the rock back. Take his time. He's going to pull it out. Shot clock at 15. Reeves gets it in the corner. That's Nasir Kaur. Kaur to the hole. Nasir Kaur for 2 points.
You know, that was a good shot. Kaur was able to get by Garvey, but it was on the baseline, and Torrey came to help. He was there in time. It was just a good shot by Kaur.
Khalil Robinson with the ball for the Bison. Khalil taking his time. Gets the ball to Nate Garvey. Garvey looking for someone to get it to. Gets it to Torrey. Andre Torrey comes out and helps him out. WBJ, Wayne Bristol Jr. with the ball. Gets it underneath the Torrey. Torrey loses the rock. That's Cameron Reeves comes up with the steal for the Rattlers. Reeves going to drive and penetrate. Then it's stolen by Robinson. Robinson on the fast break. CJ up front. CJ can't handle it. So the ball goes back to the Rattlers. Rattlers looking for some room. 3-point shot taken and missed. Rebound. Up and in for 2. Give credit to Rod Melton Jr. Missed the shot, followed it up, got the 2.
Yeah, the mistake there was Garvey. He closed out well. He didn't box out, though, and that's what the mistake was, and it led to, again, second chance points.
Bison on the attack. Khalil Robinson with the ball, gets it to Nate Garvey. Garvey gets it to C.J. Williams. C.J. looking for someone to get it to. Gets it over to WBJ. Wayne Bristol Jr. likes to drive, and it's going to be a foul.
We're on the opposite. Yeah, we're on the opposite end of the court. That looked like it was a bit of a soft call. However, the official did have the angle. He could have seen if there was a push-off. We couldn't see it from up here. It was close. I feel like players get away with that kind of play all the time. Yep. Not there for Bristol Jr.
I give you that. I agree with that. Good observation from our point. Because from our vantage point, we're in front of them, so we can't see what's happening on the backside. So, okay, I buy that. So it is Howard University basketball live from the Bird. Today is Coaches versus Cancer Day, and the coaching staff is wearing sneakers in solidarity in tribute to those that are battling the disease, which I think is awesome. Howard University always doing big things. Right now, your Bison are definitely doing some big things because I think they stunned the Rattlers. The score is 60-59, and I think what's happening here, what I like to see is the fact that the shooting percentage is increasing for the Bison. They're now up to 53.8%, whereas you had the Rattlers shooting at 55%. And the shooting from beyond the arc, though, that's interesting. The Bison, let's move it up. The Bison from the free throw line are 12 for 12. And the Rattlers are 3 for 3. So both teams are shooting 100% from the charity stripe. How often do you see that happen?
That is a bit of a rarity, and I think it just reflects both these teams are playing a good basketball game. They're making shots. They're making plays. It's been entertaining. The big crowd here at Bertram Mason's been in it. You know, FAMU had that great run in the first half. They had a steady first, 18 minutes of this game. Howard then had a huge push over the end of the first half into the beginning of the second half, and now things have evened out a little bit. It's been a fun, competitive basketball game in the MEAC, and it's just been enjoyable to watch.
It definitely has been. The Bison are going to be on defense as the Rattlers have the ball. The Bison are up by 1. 60-59 is the score. As here come the Rattlers, bring the ball inbounds. Handling the ball will be Rod Melton Jr. On the floor for the Bison, you have Robinson, you have Garvey, you have WBJ, Wayne Bristol Jr., Andre Torrey, and C.J. Williams. As the Rattlers looking for some room. Oh, it's a foul going to be called on Torrey. Torrey rushed over to prevent Nasir Kaur from taking a 3-point shot. Couldn't slow himself down and just body to body. Like no arms, no hands involved. It was straight up chest to chest type of thing. There's a foul on Andre Torrey. The only good thing about that is before he got up to take the shot, no shot was taken. So
he was able to prevent that.
Definitely so. So ball being brought in under the basket, and Randolph has trouble with it. The defense by the Bison made it hard for him, and Randolph went to take the shot, and the ball was blocked. So it's a jump ball. So it'll be Bison ball.
That was maybe the best defensive play of Andre Torrey this season. He's out there in for Zion Cousins against a tough low post team. He's got to log up some minutes here and give Cousins a breather. That was a crucial point. Your team up by 1. Player on you one-on-one, and you make the stop. That was a big-time play by Torrey.
And he's giving up some height to DJ Jones, too.
Sure.
As the Bison are on the attack, that's WBJ, Wayne Bristol Jr. with the ball. Gets it to Garvey. Nope, it's going to go out of bounds as the Rattlers defense proved to be kind of tough.
And I think you made the right point there. Bryce Moraine was the key player there at the top. He put pressure on the ball handler and forced that turnover. That was good exterior defense.
Definitely so. Here come the Bison. The Rattlers on the attack. The Bison on defense. And that's Randolph with the rock. Gets it over to Nasir Kaur. Deep in the corner. On the far side of the court now. Shot is up, and it is no shot. Garvey gets called for the foul.
Yeah.
Rod Melton Jr. likes that shot.
Rod Melton Jr.'s got a lot of game, and it's tough because he's such a good outside shooter, top 10 of the conference in three-point percentage. When he beats you, you're usually going to be riding his hip. He can pull up and draw contact. I mean, he is your prototypical shooting guard. He can hit from the outside. He can get to the free throw line. A great player for FAMU, and he's had a good game.
He's at the line now. Scores 60-59 in favor of the Bison, as he now ties it 60 all. And it's 9.5 minutes to go in the contest. Zion Cousins checking back in. WBJ Wayne Bristol Jr. will check out.
Fun lineup. You know, we don't see this a lot from Coach Blakey, playing two post players at the same time because the Bison are a little bit thin up front. But now Torrey and Cousins both out there to hold down the paint.
As the shot is up, the shot is good. 61-60 is the score. 9.5 minutes to go in this contest as the Bison are now on the attack. You have Nate Garvey with the ball and Robinson out there with him. You also have Zion Cousins, Andre Toure, and C.J. Williams. Robinson gets the ball to Toure. Toure looking for somebody to get it to. Trying to get it. Oh, trying to go to Cousins. So the ball goes out of bounds. It will be Rattlers ball.
Possession, Rattlers.
Around the MEAC, you had Norfolk State women's finals. Norfolk State beating South Carolina State 75-42. Delaware State over North Carolina Central 64-60. Bethune-Cookman beat North Carolina A&T 69-58. Morgan State topped Coppin, or Coppin topped Morgan State topped Coppin 47-42. And then you had Howard, the women, the Bison earlier 72-58 over FAMU. Right now, the men are trying to handle the Rattlers as well, as you got Randolph going to the hoop, putting it up, and the Rattlers now go up by 3, 63-60. 8:58 to go in the contest. Here comes Nate Garvey with the rock, crosses the half-court line. Garvey will take his time. You got Robinson out there with Cousins. You got Toure and Williams.
Got check time for Howard. Coach Blakey talks about this. They make things close in the end. They've lost some tight games. See if they can pull it out here.
Toure with the handle, gives it to Garvey. Garvey gets it back to Cousins. Cousins at the top of the key. Shot clock down to 6. Robinson gets it to Garvey. Garvey for 3. 3 points, Nate Garvey!
That is a massive triple by Nate Garvey. Hand in his face, shot clock winding down. The senior does senior things and hits a big bucket.
Here comes the Rattlers on the attack. That's Jones, gets it across the court to Randolph. Randolph gets it underneath, and it's going to be stolen, as it looks like the ball went off the foot of Bryce Moraine. Nate Garvey was there.
And Garvey tying him up. Credit Andre Toure. He was able to poke that one away. Another nice defensive play by the Frenchman.
As the Rattlers are going to bring the ball inbounds. 8 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the contest. Way up top, handling the ball is Nasir Kaur. Kaur will get the ball over to his teammate. That's Rod Melton Jr. Melton Jr. for the shot. 2 points. Makes the score 65-63. Rattlers on top by 2. 7:55 to go in the contest. Here come the Bison. Nate Garvey gets the ball to Khalil Robinson. Robinson looking for room. Finds a little bit of room. Finds a sliver of daylight. Gets it to Zion Cousins. Zion gets it blocked by DJ Jones. Here come the Rattlers. That's Randolph. Dishes it off. 2 points for the Rattlers, as that's Bryce Moraine with the 2. Now the lead is 4. 67-63 in favor of the Rattlers.
Jones has been massive this game, both offensively and defensively. Melton's had a good night, but Jones has probably been their MVP.
Definitely. So he does what they need when they need it.
Sure, no, that's exactly right.
As Toure driving, Toure with the spin, and he took a step. Lost his balance slightly. Caused him to take that step. Timeout on the floor. And with that timeout on the floor, we're going to take a quick timeout. Bison down by 4. It's Howard University Basketball, brought to you live on HU Bison, streaming on HUBison.com. We'll be right back after this.
Yo, this is Hollywood from Live with Hollywood and Brick. You can follow us on Instagram at Live W Hollywood and Brick and 97.3 FM. The beat where we play what you want to hear, not what you got to hear. I don't back down from a competition, so fellas, can I get a oh yeah? Oh yeah? Yes, sir.
Bison streaming on HUBison.com. Gotta get that right, Ryan. Try to make sure I'm on point with that one. We're live here in the Bird. The score is 67-63. Ryan, I always have a good time when you and I sit here calling the game. I'm having fun, man.
You know, the Bison play a fun brand of basketball. I think the crowd here are enjoying it. They hit threes. They're active. They put the pressure on. Coach Blakey has them playing some fun basketball.
Correct.
Getting the W, getting that big elusive win in MEAC play is the challenge. It's a team that gives 100% every single game. If FAMU is a fun squad, this has been a great basketball game. Two teams shooting over 50%, trading back-to-back big buckets. What a night it's been. It's going to be a fun finish.
As the Rattlers are on the attack once again and going to the hole. Nope, there's a shot from the charity stripe. It's going to be missed. The rebound, WBJ, Wayne Bristol Jr. As the Bison are on the attack, here's Khalil Robinson. Robinson gets the ball to Nate Garvey. Garvey looking for some room, and it looks like he's going to just back it out. Wait and see if he gets somebody in position. Shot clock at 17 seconds. Garvey down inside to Zion. Zion wanted to go to CJ. Gets it back to CJ in the corner. CJ from three. Misses that shot. Rebound. Zion goes to the floor. Randolph goes to the floor. Now the Rattlers have the ball as Bryce Moraine comes up with it. Gets it to MJ Randolph. Randolph gets it to Jones. Jones gets it into the corner. And that's the shot that you don't want to see Nasir Kaur take. As across the court, there it goes to Rod Melton Jr. Back across the court, there's Kaur. And he puts it up. Misses the shot. Rebound, Nate Garvey. As Nate Garvey brings the ball across the half-court line. Nate Garvey across the court to Khalil Robinson. Robinson for three. 3 points! Khalil Robinson knocks it down. Nate Garvey to Khalil Robinson. That's a dish and an assist. 67-66 is the score. Bison are down by 1. 5 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the contest. Here come the Rattlers on the attack. Across the court, there you go to Rod Melton Jr. That's back up top. That's Kaur. Nasir Kaur has been shooting. So has Melton Jr. Melton Jr. puts it up. Misses that shot. Rebound. MJ Randolph. Randolph goes up. Gets the 2 points for the Rattlers. Extends the lead to 3.
Big man play made by the guard. Randolph the rebound and put back. Just tough clutch at a big moment.
69-66. Rattlers on top by 3. 5.5 minutes to go in the contest. Nate Garvey with the ball. Garvey looking for some room on the far side of the court. He gets it to Zion Cousins. Cousins, you don't want him out there, but he gets it to CJ. CJ wants to drive. CJ with the spin move. CJ puts it up for 2. Missed shot. Zion Cousins with the tap. Taps it again, and it's a rebound. Goes to the Rattlers. Nasir Kaur comes down with the ball. MJ Randolph, and it's going to be 2 points for the Rattlers. 71-66 is now the score. 5 minutes to go in the contest.
What a tough trade-off there. Zion was right there to put it in, and then the quick layup on the other end, a 4-point swing.
Credit to Zion. He tapped that ball twice. As Nate Garvey now with the ball gets it to C.J. Williams. C.J. taking his time. Bison down by 5. 4 minutes, 40 seconds. C.J. goes looking deep, but then loses the ball. And Randolph gets the ball. Nate Garvey gets called for the foul. CJ wanted to come across the court, but the pass is a little short.
He did. I think CJ is trying to do a bit too much, and I think the freshman Bristol Jr. patting him on the back, showing some good leadership as a freshman with the senior. CJ had the tough miss, turnover there, trying to do a bit too much, just has to calm down, let the game come to him, and make the play when he needs to make it if the shot clock is winding down.
As the Rattlers on attack up by 5. 4.5 minutes to go in the contest. That's Randolph now with the ball. Randolph puts it up and gets 2. The lead is now extended to 7. 73-66. Khalil Robinson brings the ball across the half-court line.
MJ Randolph is a team's leading scorer. He's been quiet until these past few moments, but he's come up big with some tough shots.
And Melton has been a problem. He has 20 points for the Rattlers today. Zion with the ball. Wayne Bristol Jr. Bristol Jr. looking. Gets it to Nate Garvey. Garvey gets the ball to Khalil Robinson. Robinson in trouble. Robinson loses the rock. Here comes Randolph on the fast break. Randolph does go to the hole, and he's going to get fouled by Wayne Bristol Jr. Randolph got WBJ to commit, and once he got up in the air, Randolph was more in control than Wayne Bristol Jr. was. Timeout on the floor. Score is now 73-66. The Bison are down but battling tough and staying in this one, Ryan. I'm not mad at them.
No, what a game. It's kind of been a comparable trend for the Bison. Look, they played hard. They've had entertaining games, shooting 50% from the field. You can't be upset about that. It's just that they've played some teams on good nights. FAMU shooting 56%. They've weathered the storm. They've come up with some big shots. So you got to tip your cap to FAMU over these past few minutes. They've been big when the time is called for.
Speaking of MEAC hoops, around the MEAC today, North Carolina A&T is losing to Bethune-Cookman 82-78 with about 7:40 to go in the second half. North Carolina Central and Delaware State battling. Central's up by 16, 58-41 in the second half of that one. And Morgan State and Coppin State going at it. Speaking of men, it's men. And that was a 1-point lead with like 50 seconds left in the game. So that's going to be an interesting one. Keep an eye on that one. Morgan State and Coppin State. Interesting. Right now, we got 73-66 with the Rattlers on top of the Bison. Bison battling back, though. Kudos to the Bison because, again, Ryan, the Bison is shooting 50% from the floor. Rattlers shooting 56% from the floor. Both teams still shooting 100% from the charity stripe.
Nobody's missed a free throw, and I'm sure the Rattlers will be tested in that category over the next few minutes. So, and that brings up probably the next point. The Bison, if they don't get a couple buckets, they're going to be in foul situation over the next, 3-4 minutes as the clock works down. They need to get some stops. They need to get some buckets, and then maybe on the other end, hope that FAMU misfires and some free throws. We're not quite at that point yet, but Howard is going to have a few good possessions.
Head coaches must love that statistic. The Rattlers before this shot are 5 for 5 from the line. The Bison are 12 for 12 from the charity stripe. Randolph. That's the first miss. Did I jinx him? I did not mean to jinx him.
I thought you meant to do that.
No, I didn't mean to jinx him.
Okay, I thought you meant to jinx that for Howard's sake. If you did, either way it's good.
That's my story. I'm sticking with it.
Okay.
It's 73-66, and he misses the second one. Rebound, C.J. Williams, as Khalil Robinson will bring the ball up court. The Bison down by 7, 3:40 to go in the contest. Nate Garvey with the rock. Gets it over WBJ, Wayne Bristol Jr. Back up top to Khalil Robinson. Robinson gets the screen from Zion. Nate Garvey with the ball. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Garvey looking for someone to get it to. A lot of times it looks like the Bison get stuck trying to find who to get the ball to. Robinson's going to drive to the hole, puts it up. 2 points, Khalil Robinson. Now makes the lead. It's 73-68. 5-point lead. 3 minutes to go in the contest.
That's a freshman making a senior shot there. Clutch moment. Big basket.
Wide open and misses the layup as that was Moraine. Moraine misses that layup. Rebound to Robinson. Here's CJ with the ball. CJ trying to drive. Gets it over in the corner to WBJ. As Wayne Bristol Jr. now wants to drive. He's going to the hole. Gets it underneath to Zion. Zion out to Robinson. Robinson again. And rebound. Zion Cousins missed the layup. Great rebound.
Just a bit flat-footed. That's tough. When you come down like that, all your momentum is going towards the ground. Then they have to go back up. A lot of times you will see a player come up short.
As the Rattlers are going to slow it down, MJ Randolph with the ball. And he's taking his time as then he gets it to Core. Core gets the ball over to Melton. And that's Moraine. Moraine comes across the court to Randolph. Randolph on the drive, puts it up, misses the shot. Rebound, back to Randolph. So fresh 20 seconds on the clock, and here comes the Rattlers. 2:17 to go in the contest.
Bad miscue there. Tough break for Howard. Now you got to play another 20 seconds on D.
And the Rattlers are going to take their time. MJ gets the ball. It's going to be a three-point shot. That's missed. Rebound, Zion Cousins to DJ Jones. It's going to be a jump ball. Possession Bison. Great move by Zion Cousins. I always like Zion because Zion does what you need when you need it.
That was a big play by Cousins. He was a bit out of position, but was able to fight back, force at least the jump ball.
Here come the Bison on the attack. Nate Garvey pushing the rock across the half-court line. Gets it to Khalil Robinson. Robinson wants to hesitate, then gets it across the court. Garvey for three. Misses that shot. Rebound, DJ Jones. The Rattlers now have the ball and the lead. 73-68, 1:40 to go in the contest.
Good shot by Garvey. He's been hot. He had an open look. That's what you want right there. Just didn't go down.
Nasir Kaur going to take his time. Gets it over to MJ Randolph. Randolph here on the near side of the court. He's going to take his time. Watches the shot clock wind down to 10. Minute and a half to go in the game. Randolph wants to drive, does drive, puts it up. Nice defense by Nate Garvey. Ball back up top. Shot clock down to 4. Shot clock down to 3. And it's going to be a foul called on Garvey. as you had Core driving to the hole, literally forcing his way down there.
And that got the FAMU bench up off their seats. That was a massive play by Core, bench player. Big time score off the pine, coming in, making a bucket. That was big. Garvey, good defensive play before that. A little over aggressive, trying to prevent the layup.
Core has 11 points on the day. Scores now 75-68. The Rattlers have missed their last 2 free throws. Going perfect before then, but they knocked that one down. Makes it now 76-68. 8-point lead. Here comes the Bison. Khalil Robinson with the rock. As you're a 3-point shooting team, now's the time. C.J. Williams, C.J. driving to the hole. C.J. puts it up and gets fouled and gets the 3-point play. C.J. Williams blows right by D.J. Jones. Gets the big man off balance. Gets the 2 points.
I'm not sure how CJ got that one to go. He was on his way to the ground when he just flipped it up underhand and rolled it in. The intensity in the gym when the ball rolled around that rim, you could feel everybody thinking, please stay down, please stay down.
Definitely so. I'm looking for Zion to get something underneath. I mean, he's had so many underneath. Looking for it just to go in and stay down. 6-point lead for the Rattlers. 1 minute, 10 seconds, 70 seconds left to go in this contest. CJ puts it up, knocks it down. Bison are 13 for 13 from the charity stripe. And I'm quite sure that Coach Blakeney, when he looks at some of the stats and sees that line, he's going to love that one. As the Rattlers are now 6 of 8 from the charity stripe, 75%. Which isn't shabby.
Yeah, I think both coaches are going to be pleased with that number from their teams. It's, again, we've talked about it. I think the storyline is today, it's been a fun basketball game. It's been competitive. FAMU led most of the first half. Bison come back towards the end of the first half. A big push to get up by 7 points in the second. FAMU rights the ship. It has been a fun basketball game. Now it comes down to Bison don't have to foul here. Down by 5, 70 seconds left. You can play good defense. You get the ball back down by 5, 40-ish or so seconds. Come back and hit a bucket. Then you're probably thinking foul. But you don't have to foul just yet.
The Bison have only had the lead for 7 minutes and 10 seconds in this game. For the majority of the game, it's been all Rattlers. For more than nearly 30 minutes, they've had the lead. But when the Bison had been battling back, they were down by at least 16, 14 points. They battled back, took the lead, and now they're still in this, only down by 5. As it's a fast break down the other end, it's easy 2 points as the inbound pass to Rob Melton Jr. goes long, makes the score 78-73. Here comes Robinson. There's WBJ from Wayne Bristol Jr. from the corner. That's a 3. Makes the score now 78-74. Are you kidding me?
You know, as bizarre as it sounds, that wasn't a bad turn of events there for the Bison. They let the player get the layup. You come back, you get a +1 there on 2 possessions in a span of about 12 seconds. Now you get it down to 4. It worked out. Of course, you don't want to give up a layup so easily, but in this part of the game, it's not the end of the world because that means you can come back and get a quick score. It's exactly what the Bison did.
And Mr. Momentum is finicky. So at 1 minute, 1 second, Mr. Momentum was on the Rattlers side as they went in for the easy layup, and then he decided, well, let me come back over here to the Bison as they knocked down the 3.
Oh, yeah. No, it was a big-time play, big-time shot by the freshman. Bristol Jr. and Khalil Robinson, they have been huge in these 5 minutes. These are 2 freshmen that have grown up before our eyes over this season. They are the foundation of this future in that backcourt, and they've had a big second half.
Definitely so, as Robinson, Khalil has 9 points, and WBJ, Wayne Bristol Jr., he has 11. Here come the Bison again. They're on defense. 58 seconds to go in the contest. 78-74 is the score. 4-point ball game. And Phillip Jones comes in. Fouls MJ Randolph right away. Now, Randolph, if you'll remember, missed his last 2 free throws. So there might not have been a bad foul. As the Rattlers will go to the line.
Substitution for the Bison. Number 10, Zion Cousins, replacing number 15, Phillip Jones. MJ Randolph shooting 1 and
MJ Randolph at the line. Missed his previous 2 free throws before being perfect all evening. He misses that one as well. Rebound to the Rattlers. That hurt.
That's tough, but
as Wayne Bristol Jr. now picks up a foul.
I think Coach Blakeney was saying to his team, don't foul there. Because it was an offensive rebound, there was only 20 seconds left on the clock. There was time to get a defensive stop there. I think Coach Blakeney was upset his team fouled. There was plenty of time to play out some defense, let them miss, and then go from there.
It's a 4-point lead, 50 seconds to go in the contest, 52.5 to be exact. As you have Melton at the line, he knocks it down. And Melton has been on fire. He has 22 points. That's 23 right now.
He can play. I mean, Melton's a lot of fun. He's going to be a fun player for a couple of years for this FAMU team.
As he knocks down the second, makes the lead now 6 points. 2-possession game still as the Bison bring it in. Khalil Robinson looking for room. 50 seconds on the clock. Bison down by 6. Robinson going to hold it up. Robinson now looking. Going to the far side of the court. Gets it to Garvey. Garvey going down inside. Puts it up. 2 points. Nate Garvey. 4-point game. 40 seconds to go in the contest. Here come the Rattlers. As Wayne Bristol Jr. will foul. I don't know if he wanted to foul Rod Melton Jr. though. Rod Melton Jr.
Yeah, he's the top-notch shooter, not the guy you always want to foul.
31 Wayne Bristol Jr. is 4. Team's ninth.
As Melton is at the line. Rattlers up by 4. 36 seconds to go in this contest. 2-possession game. Even if he makes these, it's still a 2-possession game. First one's knocked down. The score is now 81-76, 5-point contest. Make this one come down court, knock down a quick 3, then it's a 1-possession game. Makes it interesting. 30 seconds. He makes it. 82-76. Here come the Bison, looking to get the ball inbounds. Rattlers are not going to make it easy. 30 seconds on the clock. The Rattlers want them to eat up as much clock as possible. As Khalil Robinson looking for somebody to get the ball to. Gets it to Wayne Bristol Jr. Wayne Bristol Jr. goes down the lane, puts it up, knocks it down. 82-78, 4-point game. And Wayne Bristol Jr. picks up a foul. This time, they're going to send Cameron Reeves to the line. 82-78. Something tells me this isn't over yet.
There is still time for the Bison. Bristol getting that easy bucket kind of given to them by FAMU, but the Rattlers banking on the fact they're going to hit some free throws here.
Well, they were, was it 10 for, no, they were a 10 for 10, I believe. Or they were somewhere around 9 for 9. And then they missed 3. So they're 10 for 13. Shooting 76%. That sounds good, right? Well, the Bison are shooting 13 for 13 from the charity stripe.
Now, if Howard could just get to the foul line a little more often, again, a good shooting performance from both these teams.
As Reeves knocks down that one to make it a 5-point lead. 83-78 is the score. 21 seconds to go in the contest. Reeves puts it up, knocks it down. 6-point lead, 84-78, 21 seconds to go in the game. Here comes Khalil Robinson, gets the ball across the half-court line. Robinson still coming across. Robinson on the drive. Robinson puts it up, gets it in, 2 points. 84-80 with 13 seconds to go in the game, and it's a foul, Phillip Jones. But you're going to send Rod Melton Jr. to the line. He's not the person you want to send to the line at this time.
Well, maybe he's due. Melton Jr. has been so clutch in the second half. Jones did make the foul quickly. Only 0.4 seconds went off the clock. But FAMU, I mean, the Bison are making FAMU earn this game, and they're doing it. They're knocking down foul shots.
But Rod Melton Jr. is 9 for 9 from the line.
He's tough. Doesn't miss.
85-80. He misses. 85-80 with 10 seconds to go in the contest. Here comes Khalil Robinson. Gets it to Nate Garvey. Nate Garvey for 3. 3 points, Nate Garvey! 85-83 is the score with 4 seconds on the clock. Nate Garvey knocks it down. Oh, they're saying 2. They're saying 2.
Oh, they're calling the shot a 2-pointer.
Oh, is it two shots?
2-shot foul.
2-shot foul. Okay,
it looked like a 3. They would have had to probably look at the, I know what you're saying there, Trev, and it looked like a second. The official said it was a 2-pointer.
Correct.
But still, okay, so down by 2. 4.9 left. You have the top free throw shooter at the line. The Bison just have to hope for a miss. This crowd does too.
Rod Melton Jr. looking for the shot. And he misses it. He misses it. So now, 4 seconds left in the game. 85-83 is the score. It's a 2-point lead. Even if he knocks this down, the Bison still might have a shot, but they have to go the length of the court.
There is a pulse left in the Bison.
4.9. The crowd is on their feet. He missed. Rebound. Rebound. Rattlers. Are you kidding me? I do not see how Bryce Moraine got to step in the lane and gets the rebound. and then he gets fouled.
Yeah, Cousins was there. It was a long, it hit off the back tin pretty hard. Those are tough ones. You're hoping Cousins can pull it in. Now you hope the free throw shooter misses a Moraine.
85-83, 3.2 seconds to go in this contest. At the line is Bryce Moraine. He knocks it down. Makes the score now 86-83. 3 seconds to go. It's a bunch of threes, Ryan. You got 3 seconds, 3 points. Bison trying to hang in this one.
You know, Howard's put up a fight. And again, that's a theme this season. Every game, they are in it until the end. They don't give up. We saw it against Yale on a Monday. They got it down to 10 with like a minute left, even though they're down by 20 late. This is a team that never quits. They've not quit today. You got to hope for a missed free throw. I'm actually a little bit surprised that the coaching staff, and this is a great crew for FAMU, would call timeout. They're, in a way, kind of icing their own shooter to an extent after he already made the free throw. However, I understand the idea. You want to set up your defense. You want to say no surprises. You want to be prepared in case it is a miss or whatever happens.
Excellent point. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Rattlers are in the bonus, so this might be 2 shots.
Got the first one, yeah.
You got the first
got one more coming. Yep, you're exactly right, though.
So
you're exactly right.
That's going to be interesting. Oh, man, interesting ball game. Wow. Wow. This is one of those games where you just say, this was a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun.
Good shooting, athletic play. Both teams fought throughout a good MEAC game on a Saturday night in January.
Definitely so. I totally agree with that. As the Bison coming back out on the courts. Here come the Rattlers. As you have 1 free throw shot going to be taken. Kudos to Bryce Moraine, being the man, Johnny on the spot. The right place at the right time. Rod Melton Jr. had 27 points for the Rattlers tonight. Williams had 21 points. As the shot's about to be taken. 86-83, 3.2 seconds. Ball is up, and it is good. So it makes it 87-83. That might be the one that ices it away, even if you get a 3-point shot, unless someone gets fouled. Khalil Robinson dribbling the ball across the half-court line, puts it up, misses the shot. And that's the ball game, 87-83. Real quick, we'll wrap this one up. The Bison fall by 4. Fought tough, Ryan. Got another tough game coming up soon.
Hard-fought game. Yeah, you know, okay, so this was kind of how the Bison season has been over the past few weeks. They have been in games. They've played well. I think the difference for tonight, though, is the Bison shot the ball well. They limited turnovers. They played a good basketball game. FAMU just was a hair better tonight. It was fun to watch. You can't really be upset. The effort was there. The play was there. You just didn't come out on top. An entertaining game all around. Bison will learn from it, try to build on it as they keep working through the season.
And if I'm not mistaken, next weekend, next Saturday, we have Morgan State coming to town. Yep. But we got Coppin State away first, and then Morgan State. So we'll see you here next weekend at the Burr. It's HU Bison basketball streaming on HUBison.com.